confused when he brought me to a grass field. Why are we here exactly? You'll have to wait for it. As we sat on the car's hood and waited for whatever it was, we started talking. Why do you like racing so much? It's too dangerous. Racing makes me feel like I'm flying, like I'm alive and free. How about you? Do you still want to become a nurse? Of course. Remember when you stole my stethoscope when we were kids? It was just so cute how you ran around and listened to random people's heartbeats and tummies. Oh, look, there it is. Suddenly, the night sky was filled with the most spectacular fireworks. I remember you wanted to see those New Year's fireworks so badly once when we were kids, but you missed it because Candace and I locked you up in a bathroom. Yep, you both are horrible creatures. I'm sorry about that. I was a dumb kid. I felt butterflies as we watched the fireworks in silence. I closed my eyes and just enjoyed the colors behind my eyes. When I opened them again, I saw him staring at me. He was leaning in closer when suddenly my phone started to ring. It was Mrs. Branson. Your mom is calling. We need to go back. Can we make it in 10? Try me. He winked at me before stepping on the pedal, and the next thing I knew, I was screaming as he drove like a maniac. The party wasn't over yet when we got back home. As we sneaked in from the back, we suddenly saw Mrs. Branson walking towards us. Just then, Julian pushed me down to my knees. Why can't you find it? Are you blind? I immediately got what he meant, so I started crawling around pretending to find something. Stellar, I've been looking for you. What are you doing here? I dropped my ring, Mom, and I'm asking her to look for it. Mrs. Branson seemed to believe us. I was so relieved. But later that night, as I was clearing the mess, I almost fell back in fright to see her standing behind me. Do you really think that I have no idea what you're up to? I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am. Stop with your acting, Stellar, and don't forget your place in this house. You're a maid, just like your mom, and that's all you'll ever be. Stay away from my son. I'd already expected this to happen, and I started avoiding Julian as much as possible. I couldn't afford to get us thrown out while Mom was unwell, but it was hard, especially